this is Jennifer Runyon at Intersolar North America in San Francisco, and my guest right now is Helena Kimball from Yingli Solar. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so Helena's head of marketing, and we're going to talk a little bit about Yingli, what's going on with the company. Of course, I can't talk to you without asking you about the tariffs. So how is that going to impact your business?
Well, right now, as we've been talking to a lot of different people, I mean, it's an unfortunate distraction to the whole industry.
Right.
And Yingli, we're a member of CASE, the Coalition for Affordable Solar Energy. And as a result, we're really looking for our customers and other people to be the face of talking about what's happening here and the impact of a tariff. And as a whole, tariffs are bad for the industry, and certainly it will increase prices, unfortunately. And overall, we believe that we are not unfairly dumping, nor are we unfairly subsidized, and we'll continue to defend ourselves that way. So we remain hopeful that the scope will stay the same in the final decision, which will be in the end of November. Right. And as a whole, we will continue to work with our customers and make sure that we're really getting that right message across.
Okay. And do you feel that your business will be impacted? Or are you going to have to change manufacturing strategies, anything like that going on?
Under the current scope, the way that it is now, as you probably know, with the cells, we are, just like every other leading supplier and manufacturer, looking to diversify, and currently we're manufacturing in China, and we have an integrated supply line, and which actually makes it easier in this time to be able to bring in cells from places like Taiwan and other areas where we will be able to have modules that can be sold here, and we're continuing to make sure that we're supporting our customers as they need. So.
Okay. All right, great. So how do you think manufacturers are going to survive this year? I mean, it's been such a crazy time. Consolidation, bankruptcies, acquisitions. What can they do to survive?
Well, if you're talking to a lot of analysts that are out there, it's certainly so much doom and gloom, right?
Right.
And we're seeing a lot of that consolidation, and we were asked a lot, what are we doing to diversify, and how are we potentially changing business models? And there's a couple different ways. I think one, everybody's looking at emerging markets, ourselves included. So we are looking in South America, for example. So key markets there are Brazil, Peru, Chile, Mexico as well. And then we're also going to be looking at ways that we can continue innovation. And one result of that here at the show, for example, we opened a new R&D facility down in South San Francisco. And we're dedicated to our customers to make sure that we're able to offer unique module characterization and performance. Oftentimes people, when they're modeling systems, want really in-depth pan files, for example. Things like that we're going that next level to make sure that we can offer service and capabilities that are really needed for the type of utility scale projects and things that demand that.
Okay, great. Well, we'll look for some announcements out of that R&D center at some point in the future. All right, so let's talk about the California market. Since you're here and you're one of the leading suppliers of this market, how is it going? Is it still growing strong?
It is. I mean, we're seeing demand continue in the California market. I mean, according to the California Solar Initiative, the CSI, we were the leading supplier in 2010 and again in 2011. And on a demand perspective, we're seeing across both utility, commercial, and residential that's continuing. And I don't know if you've probably seen the results too, but last quarter was interesting that New Jersey became number one. So, in a way, it's good to see that in the U.S., California doesn't have to necessarily, maintain the burden of all the installations, and that there are other states where policies are indicative for good growth and adoption. So that's promising.
Yeah, that is promising. All right, so last question. Do you think California is going to be able to meet its RPS?
I mean, that's a tough question. We were discussing this a little bit earlier where, we're from our perspective as a module manufacturer, I mean, we're seeing a lot of demand and it's consistent and it's strong, but, we've got a lot of years to go to get to 2020. So it's right now, from what we're seeing, I believe it's possible.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thanks, Helena. Thanks for coming
having
out.
me.